Hello, welcome to our video. Today's talk is about whether will Chelsea make the Champions League next year with all the new signings they got. Chelsea has left £30 million January signing Benoît Badiashile and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang out of their Champions League squad, due to UEFA rules that only allow 3 new players to be registered for the knockout stages. Chelsea brought in 8 new faces during the transfer window. Despite this, head coach Graham Potter has included loanee João Felix for the round of 16 ties against Borussia Dortmund on February 15. The UEFA registration deadline for new players is 11 p.m. on Thursday. Chelsea signed 8 new players in January, but must inform UEFA of their desired squad changes by February 2 at 11 p.m. The deadline can't be extended and UEFA will publish a list of approved changes. 3 new registered players are allowed to play for another club in European competitions this season, meaning they won't be cup-tied for knockout stages. The argument for Chelsea's new acquisitions to participate remains. Enzo Fernandez. Record signing Fernandez, who arrived for £105 million on deadline day, is expected to be included in the Champions League lineup. With such a significant investment, it would be surprising if he wasn't utilised in the tournament. New manager Graham Potter would face a difficult conversation if he had to tell Fernandez he can't participate. The recent loss of Jorginho to Arsenal has left Chelsea thin in their midfield options, making Fernandez's presence all the more important. Although they have Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Conor Gallagher, Mason Mount, and Mateo Kovacic available, expect Fernandez to be added to the roster. Mykhailo Mudryk. The £88 million price tag for Ukrainian winger Mudryk puts pressure on Potter to include him in Chelsea's Champions League squad. During his debut cameo against Liverpool, Mudryk proved he belongs at the top level of football. The attacker's performance in the Champions League group stages for Shakhtar Donetsk, where he scored 3 times, increases his chances of being selected for the Chelsea team. Benoît Badiashile. The arrival of Badiashile from Monaco for £35 million has made a positive impact for Chelsea in their first 2 Premier League games. With 2 clean sheets under his belt, the 21-year-old centre-back has helped the backline appear more organised. Including Badiashile, Fernandez, and either Mudryk or Felix would bring a defender, midfielder, and attacker to the Champions League squad, giving the team a new spine. However, with multiple centre-back options such as Koulibaly, Fofana, Silva, Chalobah, Cucurella, and Azpilicueta, Badiashile may face stiff competition. Nevertheless, his contributions should not be forgotten. João Felix. The question of what to do with João Felix has become a dilemma for Chelsea. With his experience of scoring 7 goals in 27 Champions League appearances, he is a valuable asset to have in the competition. However, there is no guarantee that Felix will be with the club next season, which raises the question of whether his morale should be prioritised over other young signings who will be there for years to come. The addition of another attacker in the form of Felix may not be necessary if Chelsea already has the likes of Raheem Sterling, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, and Kai Havertz in their strike force. On the other hand, considering that Felix may only be with Chelsea for a short amount of time, it may be wise to use him as much as possible. David Fofana. Fofana, Chelsea's first January arrival, may be left out of the squad due to his limited appearances since joining the club in early January. Despite being named in 3 matchday squads, he is yet to make his Premier League debut. With 3 forwards ahead of him in the pecking order, it's unlikely he will see any action in the Champions League. Noni Madueke. Madueke's move from PSV Eindhoven has generated positive buzz due to his impressive dribbling skills in wide positions. However, his lack of Champions League experience could be a hindrance, as he faces competition from experienced players like Mudryk and Felix. This may result in Madueke being excluded from the lineup at least for this season. Is any major conflict between João Felix and Badiashile? Of the 6 big money signings, 3 are expected to miss out due to their youth, Noni Madueke and David Fofana. The remaining 4 are Enzo Fernandez, Mykhailo Mudryk, João Felix, and Benoît Badiashile. Fernandez, with a £105 million price tag, and Mudryk, with £88 million, are likely to make the squad, leaving the question of who will miss out between Felix and Badiashile. Felix, a lone player with impressive skills, may not handle being left out well, but Badiashile has made a strong impact as a centre-back. Chelsea faces a tough decision on which player to leave out for the Champions League. What we think about the situation. The selection of players for Chelsea's Champions League squad has sparked some debate among fans and experts. With Graham Potter at the helm, the club has several promising players to choose from, each with its own strengths and weaknesses. Many believe that Enzo Fernandez, Mykhailo Mudryk, and Benor Badiashile should be included in the squad. Enzo, who recently signed with the club, is seen as a strong player who can bring something new to the table. Mudryk, on the other hand, is considered a great and skillful player who will add some much-needed flair to Chelsea's play. Badiashile, who has been showing solid form, is seen as a valuable asset given the club's injury-prone squad. However, there are some who believe that João Felix should be included in the squad, as he provides the team with Champions League experience. On the other hand, some believe that Felix, who is on loan, may not be the best option given the club's financial situation. In the end, it all comes down to Graham Potter's preferences and the direction he wants to take the team in. But it is generally agreed that Enzo and Mudryk are the top choices for the squad, with Badiashile being a strong contender for the third spot. Regardless of the final decision, fans are excited to see how the team will perform in the upcoming Champions League tournament. Hope so you will like our video. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for upcoming related videos. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.